One of the best moments ever was when I was like 17 and Drake took a photo with me and captioned the photo with me, Pickering God. It really meant a lot to me in Pickering. What's up, Vanity Fair? I'm Shawn Mendes, and I'm here to teach you. I'm going to try to teach you some Pickering slang. Let's do it. Ajax. Ajax is a town very close to Pickering. My grandma and my aunt and my cousins live in Ajax. It's the newer version of Pickering. It's the little brother to Pickering, so yeah, Ajax is cool. I'm not from there, so I won't say it's better than Pickering, though. Mickey. I thought that was a world thing. A Mickey is a flask-sized bottle of liquor. A Mickey of vodka, yeah. My mom's British, and she always said Mickey, so I always just thought it was her, but maybe it was her being Canadian. You get a Mickey, and then you can get a 2.6, which is the bigger bottle. 2.6 of Ciroc. I've been in the U.S. and I've been like, we should get a 2.6 of something, and that people have no idea what I'm talking about. The GO train is basically the train that you can take from Pickering to downtown Toronto if you want to go see a Leafs game, or you want to go see a Blue Jays game, or you want to go see Drake at the Scotiabank Arena. It's whatever you choose. Famous Players. Famous Players is the theater in the Pickering Town Center. I don't even know if it's a Famous Players anymore. I think they turned it into something else, but Famous Players on Tuesday, you could go and watch a movie for like $4.99 when I was a kid, and that's what we did. I think I might have had one of my first kisses in that Famous Players. Snowbirds is like somebody who goes to Florida for the winter, so like me, because I'm in Miami right now. And yeah, so that's a snowbird. So if you just go to Canada and reap the benefits of summer and you leave during the winter, I don't know if you can do that. I'm dying to get back home to that cold weather. If you're a loafter, I have a few loafter friends. My friend Brian is a huge loafter. It's like when you're trying to go do something and they're just like taking forever and they're like loafing around the place and they're like just like not sure what they want to do. They're trying to get things to bring. They don't know what they're doing. They're just loafing. They're just like taking their time. Too much time. Pioneer Village is a school trip go-to, and I remember Pioneer Village because they gave you bread and jam, and that's what I remember about Pioneer Village. That I think you go in like 5th grade and they teach you about the pioneers and they teach you about the native, and they give you bread and jam, and it was a lovely experience. I highly recommend it if you ever find yourself in Pickering. Beauty. A beauty is like for instance, if you do anything that is good for your boys, they'll call you a beauty. Like, I don't know how else to exactly explain that, but that guy's a beauty. Means that guy's such a good guy. He's just a beauty, you know? He's a good guy. What you saying? Bro, what are you saying? Bro, what are you saying? I mean, my friends completely abandoned what's up probably 10 years ago. The only thing we ever say is, what are you saying? Or even more so from just WYS, what you saying? Which is like, what's going on? What are you doing? That's jokes. It's so funny. That's jokes is basically exactly what that sounds like. That's hilarious. That's jokes. No way, that's jokes. The saying that's jokes is pretty jokes. A Beaver Tail is the most famous Canadian pastry. You can get them in Ottawa, and they sell them on the side of the road, and it's like, it looks like a beaver tail, but it's just a pastry, and you get like cinnamon and sugar put on it. Darts are gross. Darts are cigarettes. If someone's smoking a dart in the backyard, they're smoking cigarettes in the backyard. I love being Canadian. I love these words that we use. Guy. Yo, guy. Guy is pretty much like the most common used word I've ever heard in Pickering or just in Toronto. And it's like the way you call a guy that you don't know. You just say, yo, guy. Or, I mean, my friends call me guy. Like, what are you saying, guy? And then my neighbor's name is actually spelt G-U-Y, and he texted me saying, "What's up? It's Guy," and I thought he was kidding, but it's actually pronounced Guy. What's up, Guy? If you ever watch this, the washroom is the bathroom. That's a weird one. I went to America and I asked where the washroom was, and people were pretty confused by that. Although I don't understand why, because it makes sense still. That's what people say when you tell them that you're from Pickering instead of saying Toronto. That's why I say Toronto, but that's why it's good to be bringing up Pickering. Durham Region Transit is, I guess, like the public transit of Durham Region. And Durham Region is the mama bear of Pickering and Ajax. And yeah, Timmies is another way of saying Tim Hortons, which is like, you want some Timmies, bro? Although, I don't know if I ever asked my bros if they want Timmies. That's like something my mom would say. She would say, hey, do you want, I'm passing by Timmies, you want some? And I always say yes. Tim's is a long-time old friend of all Canadians. Toque. A toque is basically what we call a winter hat, like a beanie. I guess in America you guys call it beanies. That's called a toque in Canada. Bear is basically like if there's like if you're like, I don't know if we have enough food, and then you're trying to reassure your friend that you have enough food, you go, bro, there's bear food. We're good. We got bear food. Which means a lot of food, and that's used for basically every single. We don't say a lot in Canada. Me and my friends, it's just bear. Scarborough. Way to say Scarborough. Scarborough. So a lot of people say Scarbs too. No one says you're from the bro though. If someone's like, who's man's? It's really when like you're like if you're in like a public place and your friend is like being weird or doing something uncomfortable or something like really obnoxious. Maybe you just be like, whose man's is this? Whose man's? And you kind of like, you disassociate from being with that guy because he's being weird. It's kind of mean, but it's not meant in a mean way. It's like more endearing when someone says, whose man's? It's funny, I think, to Canadians. Thank you so much, Vanity Fair. I hope I taught you some very important Pickering slang that you'll be able to use for the rest of your life if you go to Pickering. It's getting cold, so please put your toque on.